Alright, hello everyone. Happy Sunday. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Today I'm back with Noire. I'm very happy to dive back into the game, although I probably have only one day today and then tomorrow I need to go back to coding stream. But nonetheless, I'm very happy. I'm hoping to get through all this as fast as possible so that I can wrap up the game. We'll see. The reason why I just want to wrap up the game is because, I already played the game, so I know what's going to happen. I just want to get through these cases one more time so that I get the full picture of what exactly has happened in each cases. And the one that I'm about to get into, it was certainly the lowest rating that I've gotten, and I missed so much evidence, and I didn't do all the questions correctly, so I have zero idea what's actually happening. So I think it's a perfect opportunity for me to actually know what's gonna happen. So I'm excited about that. But at the same time, I don't want to spend too much time, so I'm going to go through everything as fast as possible so that I can wrap up LA Noire and move on to the next one. So, with that said, let's get into it. Alright, the golden butterfly, yes. Alright, I'm about to get into a Molar house. Knock knock.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Is your father home?
He'll be home soon. He's been out looking for Mommy.
What's your name, miss?
Michelle Eloise Mahler?
Can we come in?
I suppose so.
Okay.
Thank you.
So the only thing I need
Could
to
you have
look
a seat for me,
for-
Michelle?
Okay.
We're gonna have a look around.
I think everything's good. The only thing I need to look for is the shoe.
He'll be back any moment. Just sit tight.
Shoe and the jewelry box. So I need to find the shoe first. There we go.
My partner will explain everything when he gets back, okay?
Size 8.
Nothing to worry about.
Work boots. Size 8s.
Yep, size 8. Okay. And then missing jewelry.
Elgin wristwatch. Probably the same one snatched from her body.
Yep. And then the ring.
No sign of a wedding ring.
There we go. And then I need to ask questions, okay? Need to question the daughter.
Is this about Mommy?
Yep.
Daddy is trying to find her. Please tell me she's okay.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Michelle, but your mother is dead.
Oh no.
Do you think you could answer a few questions for us?
Could try.
Ma.
Some of your mother's jewelry was missing. Can you describe her things?
A ring, a watch. I never paid much attention to that stuff.
Yeah, I thought she was I thought she was hiding something because her eyes wander around, avoiding direct eye contact. So I thought she was hiding something, but apparently not.
I know it's painful, Michelle, but this may be important. She wore a wedding ring?
Mommy chose it herself. A rose gold wedding band and a matching diamond and ruby engagement ring.
She wore a watch?
Yes, A yellow gold Elgin watch. Daddy bought it for her birthday. We had a fight. It was kind of a makeup present.
When did you last see your mother?
Yesterday afternoon. I went to a dance at Belmont High. Mommy was supposed to pick me up, but she didn't show.
So what did you do then?
I was upset. Daddy came instead.
So why is this different from her earlier expression? Why? It looks to me that it's exactly the same, but why is this apparently the right question to ask is doubt? Why? That doesn't make sense. It's the same thing.
So you were hanging around the school for quite a while. What happened with your father?
I don't know. I called and finally he answered. He came straight away then.
Did she say, I called and finally he answered. He came straight away then. Okay. Okay, so it took some time. Okay.
Your mom and dad are happily married?
What are you saying? Of course they are.
Okay, so now this is different. Is it different? It looks the same.
They weren't happy, were they, Michelle? Did your father ever hit your mother?
Just the once. She said she would leave him if he ever did it again. He bought her a brooch pin to make up for it. Mommy always wore her golden butterfly.
Thanks, Miss Muller. You've been very brave.
Hey, what gives?
Daddy, the police
Go to your
are
room,
here.
please, Michelle. I'll talk to the police.
Daddy, Mommy is gone.
Go to your room, young lady. She's not even out of school. You can't come in here interrogating her like she's
Your
some
wife
kind
was
of...
found murdered this morning.
Found? What the... But she only...
Dun, dun,
We have some
dun.
questions that we would like to ask you.
All right, let's
Sure,
do this
yeah.
properly.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
I have the answer sitting right in front of me, so I can't go wrong. But let's see, footprints at crime scene. Okay, so that's how you look like. Okay.
Please, if that's all, please just leave.
What size shoe do you wear, Mr. Muller?
Why do you ask?
It's routine, sir. Simple process of elimination.
9s, I think.
That's a lie. Liar,
Why are you lying to
liar,
me, Mr.
pants
Muller?
Pants on fire.
Why would I lie to you at a time like this?
Size 8 work boots, yeah.
That's funny. The work boots we found here are size 8s. Why lie about it if you've got nothing to hide?
Because I always get teased about the size of my feet. You know, small feet, small...
Always been true in my experience.
I wonder what Finbarr's shoe size is then.
You phoned in a missing persons report this morning?
Yeah, that's right. My wife didn't come home last night. She left around 9:30. Michelle was out at dance. She called me to let me know that Deidre didn't turn up.
Hiding something, right?
Did your wife ever go out by herself? To bars, nightclubs?
No. What are you suggesting? You suggesting my wife's loose? Now
Didn't
is
say
not
anything.
the time for you to be pushing me, mister.
Your daughter said you were having an argument.
We argued about who would pick up Michelle.
Very
I
defensive.
worked a full
this
day.
guy.
I wanted to come home, put my feet up.
So you were here all night. You stayed in while your wife went out to pick up your daughter?
Yes, that's correct.
That's a lie.
You should come clean if you're having an affair or if there's something going on.
I told you I was here. Were you saying I wasn't?
There's a husband's alibi. Yeah.
So why did you take so long to answer the phone when your daughter called?
Okay, I went out for a while. I was driving around. It's my way of relaxing.
History of violence.
Your wife was beaten and then strangled. In your case, you have no alibi and a history of violence towards your wife.
That's not true, god damn it.
It is true, Hugo. You're a violent man.
He is, though.
Try to keep a lid on it at home, but sometimes you lost control. Your daughter and your wife were scared of you.
You don't know anything about me.
Butterfly brooch.
I know about the golden butterfly, Hugo, and how you bought your wife off the last time you heard her.
She liked to spend money, all right? Dresses, jewelry, her hair. It drove me goddamn crazy. Do I look like a Rockefeller?
Nobody likes a cheapskate, Hugo.
Getting hostile with us is a very bad idea, Hugo.
I'm no murderer.
Make some arrangements for your daughter, and then present yourself to Central Station for questioning.
You gotta be kidding me, Phelps. Put the cuffs on him.
This is an outrage. I didn't kill my wife.
Your daughter is in the next room, Mueller, so I'm giving you a break. Don't make me change my mind, and don't make me come looking for you.
We should go back in there and bust his ass.
1, we need to break his alibi. Check phone records, canvass the neighbors. 2, we have motive of domestic violence, which probably goes for half the men in LA. 3, we have no evidence tying him to the crime scene.
There's a woman.
Hello.
Hello.
Detective!
How did you know I was a detective, man?
This guy's got a screw loose.
Yes, ma'am.
I heard the terrible news over the radio.
And you can help us with our inquiries?
Yes, sir. They had a row last night. I heard Mrs. Mueller screaming.
Did you see Mrs. Mueller come home late last night at all?
No, not at all. I did see Mr. Mueller put something in the incinerator earlier this morning, though.
I told you he was our guy. Now let's get this bum downtown and into a cell.
Look, there he is now.
You jackass. Destroying the evidence?
Step away from the incinerator. Don't let him get away.
Okay, but no shooting. We need this guy to make the case.
Okay, okay. Tackle, 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 tackle. Got him.
Seems like a decent guy.
Got him.
This doesn't look good, Hugo.
I can explain the blood.
Okay, go ahead.
Get him booked in at Central, officer. Then put him in an interview room. We'll be speaking with him later. And inform the captain.
Yes, sir, Detective.
Is there someone you can call, miss?
I don't want home, and
You need somewhere to stay, Michelle. You have other family? Grandparents? Aunts or uncles?
call Aunt Helen, but she lives in Bakersfield, and
Call her. We're gonna get someone down here from Juvenile Hall to talk to you in the meantime.
We ought to get some uniforms down here, clean up, take care of the kid.
Okay, then I need to call the morgue.
Galloway, Homicide Division,
Phelps,
badge number
1247.
564.
Go ahead, detective unit.
Can we get Ray Pinker and a technical services team to a house?
I need
at
an address on a
130
Belmont
North Bonnie
High
Bray
School.
Street?
Checking
Send
for you,
someone down from
detective.
Juvenile Hall to look after a young lady.
Belmont
Roger,
High,
11K.
1575 West 2nd Street.
Thanks.
Inform Detective Phelps that the coroner has report waiting.
Can you drive to this one?
Police morgue downtown when he's available.
Got it, KGPL.
All right, go to the morgue.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we going?
We're going to the morgue. You heard.
I'm surprised, you know. I didn't make the husband for it.
Always make the husband, Phelps. 9 times out of 10, it's the
Useless.
closest person to the Vic who does the deed. God knows I've wanted to kill some wives in my day.
Lex parsimoniae.
What?
The law of parsimony. Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is most likely the correct one.
You know, you could have said that without getting all liturgical on me.
I'll try to dumb things down from now on.
Appreciate it. And try this one on for size. Rusty's razor.
How's that go?
You blame the guy that's banging her.
Ah, of course. The famous Lex Ignoramus.
Closes cases, Cole. Puts a lot of people away, that one. What are we waiting for?
Sorry, give me a second. Okay, sorry. I'm here now.
Phelps, Rusty, thanks for coming.
Can you blood type the shoes that we bagged and see if they're a match?
Sure. It'll all be in the report, but I'm assuming you want the details now?
Please. Cause of death is strangulation?
Correct. Take a look at the samples on the bench.
What are the normal uses for that kind of rope?
On boats, mooring lines.
Correct. Although Ray says that they're sometimes used as bell ropes in churches.
So are we looking for a sailor or a minister?
Well, in my experience, sailors seem to have the greater libido.
Was Mrs. Muller criminally attacked?
No external or internal traces of semen.
Thanks, Mal. Anything else comes up, you let us know.
Did he mention the church? Bell ropes in churches, yes.
We've got to nail this guy.
Plaster, yes. Number 8.
The shoe prints?
Size 8s. Very similar to the impressions from the Henry case.
Now, who do we remember got caught in bloody size 8s? I think we have our bird. Okay, if you're finished jawing, we need to get moving.
Okay. Do I have to call someone? Okay. Oh, if I haven't already. Oh, there's another. Rusty. Move. There's a phone.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Yes, Detective. A green 1946 coupe registered to Mrs.
Oh.
Hugo Mueller has been found in the parking lot adjoining the Belmont High School and playing fields.
Oof.
Captain Donnelly wants you to head down there immediately to take the school janitor's statement.
Thanks for your help.
Have I been demoted to high school parking warden? No, not yet. So hi. How's your Wednesday going so far?
You know the way. You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
High school.
Not exactly the happiest of places, the coroner's office.
Carruthers is a good man, professional, diligent.
It's okay.
If you're working
The
with a
heat
pro,
has
it's
come
easy to
down,
overlook
which
the
is
grim
nice.
realities of a place like that.
Funny job, that. The coroners.
How so?
It's a little.
You don't want them enjoying
It's
their
a bit
work too
humid
much.
here.
Wrong kind of man
so,
can get awfully lonely.
when the temperature goes up,
Rusty, that's like something
it
out of the
feels
pulp.
like I'm
reading
in
the
a
same ones as me?
sweltering
I thought you were
sauna,
usually too drunk to
which
get
I
through
don't
it.
like.
You know, if I
And,
close one eye and squint, you can just about make
Yesterday, again, I had to skip the stream to take care of a few things and go to a couple events. So you know, I was like sweating all the time in the afternoon. I was sweating. Sorry, let me skip. Let me pause this for a second. Yeah, so I was like constantly sweating, and I have a bit of a headache because I just have sensitivity to like heat and sunlight if I'm exposed to it too long. So I'll probably take like Tylenol later, but other than that, yeah, I'm doing okay. If it gets hot, I can always turn on the AC, so I'm not too concerned. But yeah, yesterday, it was I had a good time. Although, as I said on our Discord, the drone show was a bit of a disappointment. I don't know about anyone else. I definitely feel like some of them enjoyed it, but it was very underwhelming for me. The drone show, like it was like fancy and it was well done, but like I I think it I think the drone show compared to like fireworks, I think it's missing something for some reason. The day the drone show stops being a disappointment is the day Skynet takes over. I should be relieved. That is an interesting point. I think compared to fireworks, there's going to be I'll be going to a firework on Canada Day, obviously. Compared to like firework, I think like drone show misses like certain sensory element. Like with fireworks, there's sound, and depending on how close you are, you can also feel the heat a little bit. That was definitely the case last year. Like at the end of the fireworks, there was a like this huge explosion, and I could feel the heat from that. Although later I'm told that that explosion was a mistake. That wasn't supposed to happen. But my point is that fireworks, there's not just a light, but there's a sound, and the light from the fireworks is much brighter than the drone show, obviously. So I feel like the drone show, it was missing something. I felt like the whole drone show was sterile. I think that's more or less the word I'm looking for. It felt sterile, like it was missing something. It was like too clean, and it was too like fake in a sense. Whereas like fireworks, it's a great spectacle in my opinion. Missing the chance to get accidentally exploded. That too, yes. So yeah, and also I think unfortunately I didn't pick the right spot for the drone show. So I think that may have been contributed to not enjoying it as much, but again, like it was underwhelming. And also it was very short. It was very short. So I didn't enjoy it that much. I was expecting like at least the drone show would last for like 30 minutes or something. Maybe that was an unrealistic expectations that I have set for myself. That's fine, but still, like I felt it was really short. So it was all right. But other than that, the Pride event was, I wouldn't say fun, but it was a very relaxing experience. It was the first time for me to go to the Pride event. I got lots of cool merch like this. It's a bracelet. I had a good time yesterday. It was fun. I will try not to make a habit of missing streams too often, but I think it was a good idea to have a day off yesterday. So I'm doing okay. With that, I'm gonna move on to the game.
This is the car?
Yes, sir, Detective.
Have you looked it over?
Superficially. I was told to wait for you guys.
Thanks. We'll take it from here. What time did you see the person park the car?
Late last night, after school social, maybe 1 a.m. I've been keeping a good eye out lately. We've had problems with the child molester.
And this was the same man?
I don't know, sir. I mean, I'd like to say yes, but truth is, it was pretty dark.
All right. Tell me about this man you've been having trouble with.
He hangs near the playground.
Can't turn
tries
that
to
one
befriend
over
the
to
children.
robots. Yeah, probably.
He was around here last night before the dance.
The creepy guy.
Is he violent?
Right here.
Yes, sir. I would say so. Yes. There's the son of a bitch now.
There's the
Hey,
son of a
you!
bitch now.
Go, Phelps. I'll take the car and see if I can cut him off.
All right, let's go. It was definitely an interesting experience going to the Pride. I certainly wouldn't think that the robot is going to take over the Pride anytime soon, anyway.
I'm walking, idiot. If you get him, give him one for me.
Yeah, I will. Stop right there, you criminal scum. Alright, tackle, 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 tackle. There we go. Punch. No? No punch?
What's your name?
Who's asking?
We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Name's Eli Rooney.
You've been in trouble with the law before, Eli?
Some.
What are you doing around here?
I like to keep an eye on the children.
Strictly paternal, is it, Eli?
Don't sass me, boy.
A woman was abducted here last night, Eli, and murdered.
And I would love to make you for that, you oaky motherfucker.
Well, I wouldn't know nothing about that. A woman, you say? I like 'em a little younger than that.
Turn out your pockets, Eli.
Now, why would I do that?
Because I'm about to break your fucking skull, Eli.
Oof.
You're under arrest, Eli. You are in very deep trouble.
Why bother with the paperwork, Eli? I'm gonna take out my gun, and I'm gonna count to 5. Let's see how fast you can run now.
Hang on a goddamn minute. I found that thing in the parking lot.
Get some backup out here, Rusty. We need to get this one downtown and into a cell.
I'll tell them we got a kitty raper coming in. They can roll out the red carpet.
Oh, my neck. Lots of interesting
Blood and skin samples. We better get Ray Pinker out here. The overalls are stenciled HM. Muller is a mechanic. I wonder what Eli does for a living.
How about you? Op? You ever go to like any pride event? I know you're not strictly speaking part of LGBTQ, but in my opinion,
It's from a Chrysler. Could be important.
like I don't necessarily think that there's anything wrong if you try to attend. Like, I can understand that you don't want to, and I'm not trying to push it, but like, in my opinion, like anyone should be welcomed as long as they're supportive and being an ally. So. Rope, overalls, and bloody tire iron. Bloody tire iron, yes. Okay. Oh.
That's the guy. I heard he's an honest cop. Now there's an oxymoron for you.
Are you drunk, mister? Or are you just cracked?
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need interrogation set up at Central for both suspects being held in the Muller homicide case.
Certainly, Detective. I'll get in touch with the watch commander.
Thank you.
Oh, sister, I was so tight I couldn't walk.
Long. Never been to Pride? No, not big on events. I fully understand. As you can guess, I do not like going to events, and I certainly do not like being in a large crowd of people. So yesterday was like my first event. I like to go to demonstrations, but you've been told you read as cop. Oh no, and don't really know anyone to go with. You were at a seminar a few years ago with the entire organizing committee for the local pride. That's good. That's an interesting way of stereotyping someone. Like, you read as a cop, really? That's wow. I feel like maybe should I avoid this line of thought? When you said you went you like to go to demonstrations and whatnot. Like, I do feel like at some point I do have to, but then this entire line of thought goes very political, and maybe I should just focus on the game, or maybe I would just share it privately on Discord or on PMs. Maybe I should do that. I will move on with the game.
You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are...
What was the log? I was going to read the log. Interrogate 2 suspects. Right.
Where are we going? I say we make Rooney for this. I think we should lay it on him. He was near the car, he had her jewelry, the DA will love him for it.
Even if he didn't do it?
Who cares whether he did it? You have kids, Phelps? He needs to be taken permanently out of harm's way.
And we let Mueller slide?
For a while. He gets a free pass for now.
No, I just... my concern right now is that I may get too distracted by my ranting. That's all. Like, I don't mind getting political. I feel like I've been pretty like, I haven't officially like took my time to talk about things, but I feel like in between a lot of things I've expressed my concern about things, especially that are happening in Canada. So like, it's not going to be any wonder if I say it now, but right now I would probably just focus on the game, yeah. Instead of getting derailed again. No problem. No problem. No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Yeah, of course. And the Discord thing, I will definitely keep some thoughts and share my opinions. And I know you said that you prefer books, but I do have some things that I could say about it. Especially because just the nature of me being who I am. I think I can maybe offer something if you're interested in that. Definitely. If you're not comfortable talking about it, that's fine, but no, I'm very interested to I'm very interested in sharing this opinion because it's not something that I have said out loud to anyone. Oh, well, except for my girlfriend, but yeah, I have some things to say about it. It is an interesting dilemma that I have. So yeah, hope you have a fantastic rest of Sunday. Yeah. No, I was pointing that side. Sorry, my bedroom.
You better not go soft on me in here, Phelps.
We'll work the evidence, Rusty. Let him do the rest. Are they ready?
Moeller's in 2 and the pervert's in 1. Get in there and get a conviction.
Oh my god.
1947, not 1927.
Oh my
Of course a girl can ask a fella out.
Boy.
Captain, we were on our way to interview Eli Rooney.
Yes, Phelps, I know. This particular fiend is an old acquaintance. I have tried to reaffirm his belief in a wrathful and terrible God. Whichever way it goes, I'll be dealing personally with him.
Coroner says it's going to take at least a
No
week to
problem.
get an ID.
Enjoy your lurky time, and If you're making anything delicious for dinner, please share. Yeah, we like to see, as always. I might do.
I want to make
Hugo
homicide.
first.
You know you made it if you can get that.
Hugo
test.
first.
Here's where we stand, Hugo. Your next door neighbor heard screaming coming from your house. You were burning your blood-stained shoes. You have no one who can confirm your whereabouts last night. Your daughter says you're a violent man. We have everything we need to send you to death row, and all you have to say for yourself is, I didn't do it.
I swear I didn't kill her. Give me that lie test. I can prove it.
Disposal of evidence.
Why did you burn your shoes, Hugo?
Because I knew you'd never believe me.
Yeah, that would be the truth.
Believe what?
It's rabbit's blood. A guy at work brought him in and I helped him skin them.
Well, actually, it would have helped if you kept the shoes, because they would have tested the blood and find out that it's actually rabbit, if that's the truth, you know? So, it made it worse for him.
Do you know anything about ropes, Hugo?
As much as the next man. I was a scout. I learned some more in the army.
You learned to strangle with the rope in the army?
With rope, with my bare hands, but mainly with wire. I learned a lot of things in the army, but I still didn't kill my wife.
For argument's sake, what type of rope would you use?
If I had to, I would use a triple braid. Less flex, easier to control.
Interesting.
We found your wife's car. Someone parked it at the school late last night. Do you have anything to say about that?
It wasn't me.
Where do you keep your work clothes?
I keep them at work in my locker.
Lie.
Enough lies, Hugo. Your overalls put you at the scene of the crime last night.
My overalls are in the laundry of my house.
Overalls.
Green overalls, blood-stained, with the initials HM found in the trunk of your wife's car.
They can't be mine.
Why, Hugo? Because if they were yours, they'd be in the incinerator too?
Your wife was beaten with a tire iron, Hugo. An appropriate choice of tool for a mechanic.
I know nothing about any tire iron.
You're lying, Hugo. You're gonna have to come clean on this.
You got no proof.
I have the bloody iron.
Your wife drove a Chevrolet, Hugo. What make of car do you drive?
A Chrysler Airflow.
So I guess that explains why the tire iron that killed your wife came from a Chrysler.
They weren't even his prints, and he still confessed.
That bum took a swipe at me. I put him down with my sap.
1947, not 1927. Of course a girl can ask a fella out.
You look like you've had it rough.
You see me asking for your sympathy, boy?
Footprints at crime scene.
What size boot do you wear, Eli?
Kind of like anything I can get my hands on. I'm wearing 11s.
You're maybe 5'5", 5'6" tops. And you wear size 11s? I don't think so, Eli.
That might be on the large side. Maybe 10s.
Maybe 8s.
Now that I come to think of it.
Why punish children with your iniquity, Eli?
Do you think I was never punished?
You must know what you're doing is evil.
Well, son, nobody's perfect.
I mean, yes, but... yeah, but nobody in sane mind would admit that they're evil. Okay. Place of
You're down on your luck, Eli.
I had worse. My family ate roadkill during the Dust Bowl.
But you have a job. A parolee has to have a job, correct?
I had me a job down in San Pedro. I'm looking for something new.
This place you worked have a name?
Hennessy Marine. You can't misplace big yellow letters HM out front.
They give you any workwear, Eli?
Sure. Green coverall. Dang thing was hot. Felt like I was back in the pen wearing it.
Access to braided rope.
You ever tie up any of your victims, Eli?
It's not a nice thing to go calling them.
What would you call them?
I can't say. I learned a long time ago not to go talking about the things I like. Talking about it just seems to get people's dander up.
Answer the goddamn question, Rooney, before I brain you.
See what I mean? Short answer is yes.
You have any preference regarding rope, Eli?
I know a good rope from a bad rope, if that's what you mean. That's not what you mean, is it? Any old rope will do me fine.
Interesting.
Farm boy like you, Eli, must prefer McGay for roping. Am I right?
I prefer braid. You tie, hitch, and braid. It stays tied.
You killed Mrs. Muller and stole her jewelry.
That ain't so. I ain't done nothing like that.
You have no job and nowhere to live by the smell of things, and you need money. You've been in trouble before, Eli. Who do you think a jury will believe?
I've been in trouble for other things, but I ain't never killed no one. I saw that car coming to the parking lot late last night. Man got changed there and then put his coveralls in the trunk. I saw him drop the butterfly in the lamplight and he strolled out, cool as you like. And I went over and I picked it up.
Eli Rooney, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Deirdre Muller.
You want to put me back if I stir that badly, boy? You go ahead and try. I'll beat that rap. I ain't a killer.
He's not, unfortunately. Give me a second. Log. I saw that car coming to the parking lot late last night. Man got changed there, then put his coveralls in the trunk. Saw him drop the butterfly in the lamplight, and he strolled out. Cool. Oof. Finbarr. Wow. No wonder you're such an ass.
Phelps, Galloway. Congratulations are at hand. Drink, boys? I think you'll receive a commendation for this one, gentlemen. In the meantime, I'll speak to the DA about expediting the passage of the case. We need swift and merciless justice for poor Deirdre.
Yay! 5 stars? Hopefully? Yes! Okay. Cases needs to be... What's the next one? A silk stocking murder. Oh, this one.
Phelps. I was just discussing with Finbarr here how well you were doing. Have a seat.
Finbarr. Dun dun dun.
Yeah, my real name. And you can just forget all about it.
You boys have a new case. A poor Hispanic woman murdered near City Hall and left lying naked in an alleyway.
Another naked woman, sir?
Yes. We seem to have had quite a run of them since the Dahlia fiend first struck.
Phelps is politely trying to hint that he thinks the Mendez case is hokey.
Well, young Phelps, you win some and you lose some in police work.
You're happy with the Muller case, sir?
Over the moon, boys! The DA couldn't be more pleased with the evidence, the witness, and the lack of an alibi.
Oh, this is the same as.
Now, get out there and catch me another sinner.
Oh, it's the same. It's the same cutscene. I thought this cutscene might play differently if I got 5-star on the previous one, but I guess not.
You want the 5-star, goddamn.
You can drive.
He can drive. Yeah.
What's the special of the day?
You have the address?
It's the alley off Aliso between Los Angeles and Alameda.
You're kidding. The next one will be opposite Central Station.
Count yourself lucky, Phelps. Most guys would kill to land a case so close to their desk.
Yeah. It means they can pop in to hit the office supply of hooch whenever they need it.
You know, that ain't a bad idea. That is not a bad idea at all, Phelps.
Detectives, they're ready to start the show. I'll take you through.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Crothers, Pinker.
Cause of death is pretty apparent. We thought we'd best wait for you. When you're ready.
Oof. Okay, so let's see.
Lacerations on the neck would indicate a great deal of force.
Only 21 years old. But why the library card? Did he want us to find it?
Another wedding ring torn from the finger. No skin under the fingernails. Kiss the blood, BD.
Is there a way to like focus on the neck?
The evidence in the Mueller case was solid. I'm not convinced about Mendez.
The best way to get away with murder is to pin it on somebody else. I'll bet a month's salary this is a copycat.
Strangled, battered.
Yeah. We know the M.O. So does every jerk who kills his wife and girlfriend looking for a way out. I've spoken to Brown. He still believes the Dahlia perp has medical experience.
4 women, all murdered, all put on display, all with messages.
Mueller had no message. Look, Phelps, this is getting us nowhere.
Anything for us to go on, Mal?
Head injuries from contact with road, bruising from a small man's shoe, further blunt force trauma to the occipital region at the base of the skull. Could have been fatal, but clear signs of strangulation would seem to rule it out.
Lipstick appears to be a similar color to the other cases. I'll see if I can nail down a brand.
Let's see. Okay.
Another day, another dollar.
Stocking.
If she took a blow to the head like the others, she was probably unconscious when strangled.
And then blood trail right here.
You catch all the good ones, Phelps.
May as well follow the trail.
Never the same, are they?
Phelps, you'll want to come and take a look at this.
I know, Finbarr. Give me a second.
Antonia. Huh. Same as the library card.
So there was A and A, B, C. Okay, that's good. And then following the blood trail, there's shoes.
Proximity to the scene, plus the bloodstains. No way is this coincidence.
What? Oh, blood trail. Okay, more blood trail.
On it goes.
We kept the area pristine for you boys. Let's check it out.
House keys, strung up like bait on a hook. You think he's trying to lead us somewhere?
Probably all the way to City Hall, that brazen son of a bitch.
Three.
That's got to be a code or a cipher.
More blood trail leading, right? Yeah, it goes up here.
Where are you taking us?
Mrs. A. Maldonado. Right.
Empty. Where is all of this meant to be taking us? He clearly wants us to find these things. He's left them for us.
There you go, Phelps. We got a new MO. I told you it wasn't our guy.
Or he might just be getting more confident. Enameled and gold-plated. This was precious to her.
The trail points up.
Stating the very obvious things. My god. There's a ring.
Pulled from the finger and hung up here. What's the significance?
There is no significance. The guy's just sick.
Looks as though the killer was decorating with this.
Found the purse, finally, after all that.
Son of a bitch wants her identified. Mrs. Antonia Maldonado, 712 North Hill Street, downtown.
Finbarr, you're going to.
You know the way. You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed? It was Mrs. Maldonado, right?
That's affirmative.
All right, so then there's a husband we should be looking for. Get him, we've closed the case.
Rusty's razor, of course. I don't want to question your tried and tested techniques, Detective Galloway. But doesn't the DA require sound casework before he'll close the book?
Not if he's got a confession. And, you know, there's ways of getting it.
I'm sure.
Knock, knock, knock.
Wait just a moment. I'm sorry. Can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Detective Phelps and Galloway. Does Mrs. Maldonado live here?
Yes, she does. I'm Mrs. Barbara LaPente, the owner of this boarding house. Is there a problem?
I'm afraid so, ma'am. Do you mind if we come in? Is there somewhere we can discuss this?
Of course. Follow me through to the parlor. Wipe your feet as you come in, detectives. It's this way.
Investigate Antonia's room, yes.
A smashed window explains why the place looks tossed.
Window, letter.
Okay, we have an address.
Okay, and then I need to find iron picket and charm bracelet in the photo. So I need to take a look at the photo, yeah.
The charm bracelet wasn't among the crime scene evidence.
Wait, how do I get out from here? Oh. Go. This was a significant evidence.
So someone broke in using this thing instead of a crowbar. Wonder where it was taken from.
It was a significant evidence. Later I came to find out. Okay, I think that's all I need to search. So now I need to ask questions. Ma'am, are you ready for some questions?
Mrs. Maldonado was found dead this morning.
Dead? Oh, no. She can't be.
Oh,
We have some questions, ma'am, if you're up to it.
Yes, detective. I'll do my best.
Do you have any idea who might have wanted to hurt Mrs. Maldonado?
That rat of her husband, Angel. She was serving him divorce papers.
If I killed every wife that served me papers, I'd be a mass murderer.
Are you being flippant, young man?
No, ma'am.
Slap him. Slap him. My God.
What can you tell us about Angel
She should have just
Maldonado?
like slapped him.
She married him when she was 17. He was cruel to her, very cruel. She was a good girl, little on the religious side, but a good girl.
What time did Antonia go out yesterday?
She left around 9.
Do you know where she went?
No, I have no idea. She was a good girl, but she didn't confide in me.
Lying. Yeah, she's lying about that, right?
A nosy old hag like you knows everything about the
Nosy
people
old
who live
hag?
under her roof.
Seriously?
Where did she go?
Holy fuck.
I think she went to a bar.
The fuck?
She's been drinking quite a lot lately.
This bar have a name?
El Dorado Bar. It's a Latino place on North Los Angeles Street.
That's only a couple of blocks from where we found the body.
She seems to have a very strong opinions about Latinos. She was like, there's this Latino bar. Like, the fuck?
You've had a break-in?
No. That can't be true.
Yeah, that was such a fake overreaction.
You're being economical with the truth, Mrs. Lepenti. What do you have to hide?
I have no idea what you are talking about.
Yeah, there's a broken window upstairs.
So Antonia lost her keys and used an iron bar to jimmy the back window?
I heard a noise in the early hours of the morning. I thought it might be a raccoon at the milk bottles. It'd be very bad for business if this news got out.
What business?
I have a reputation to protect.
Reputation.
Antonia and her husband were estranged?
Reputation,
Yes.
my ass.
She moved here after she separated from her husband 2 months ago.
But Antonia still wore a wedding ring?
She wore the wedding ring and a necklace. She always wore a religious necklace. That's about all of her jewelry.
By lying.
What about her bracelet?
I don't know anything about a bracelet.
I know she's lying.
In her wedding photo, she's displaying a charm bracelet.
That thing? She never wore it. He gave it to her. She always kept it in that wooden jewelry box.
Thanks, ma'am. You've been very helpful.
Pay a call to that husband of hers. Lock him up and throw away the key.
I will do that.
We can either front Angel, seeing as the finger's pointing right at him, or we could check out the El Dorado bar.
What is the best way to do this? I see. Okay. Okay, I know what to do now. Very sure. Oh, the car's here.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Maldonado.
And where exactly are we going?
To the husband.
A nosy old hag? And I thought I was coming on strong with the ex-wives line.
Sometimes you have to be firm to get the information you need.
God damn it, ain't that the truth?
My god. I was shocked when he said that.
Maldonado is in apartment 304.
This is going to be an interesting fight. I will do my best to not fail. Like the last time.
Phelps, this could turn ugly. Forget about knocking. Let's take our boy by surprise.
Hey, what the fuck?
LAPD, motherfucker, you're under arrest.
Come on, let's do this.
I got it.
Boom, boom. Boom.
What do you think, Joe Louis?
Punch, punch, out. Come on, get over here. Get over here. You grapple, headbutt, and punch.
Same fucking cop.
There we go. Ow, 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 ow.
What do you think?
Ow, 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 ow. Knock him down. There we go. I succeeded.
Damn. They got some decent shots in there. Cuff these sons of bitches, Phelps.
LAPD, you two are under arrest. Call for some backup, Finbarr.
Galloway, badge number 564. I need a prowl car at the apartment building 330 North Hill Street. 2 suspects need transporting to Central.
Your wife has been murdered, Angel.
Antonia? Oh, God, no!
Where were you last night, Angel?
I was here with my brother the whole night, goddammit! You think I'd kill my own wife?
We should get the whole place going over, then talk to the neighbors. And Phelps, I don't care that you just got smacked in the head. You don't call me Finbarr.
Don't tell me what to do. Move, Finbarr. The important ones are just picked fruit, yes.
Just picked fruit market. I wonder if Angel gets all his groceries from this place.
And then the bloody clothes.
This will take some explaining.
Maybe one of the neighbors took notice of Angel's movements.
Matchbook.
Got no alibi, he's toast.
There we go, El Dorado.
The El Dorado must be a family favorite.
Okay, and then knock on the doors. Knock, knock, knock.
What do you want?
LAPD, we're making some inquiries.
Make it quick. I work nights.
So you weren't home last night?
No, I was at work.
You know nothing about Mrs. Maldonado fighting with her husband?
Those two? They're always screaming the place down.
Thanks.
Okay. Knock, knock, knock.
No good. There's nobody here.
Knock, knock. This guy.
Sorry about that. I'm playing with my kid.
LAPD, were you here last night?
Yeah. My wife and I are separated, and I had the kids last night. I put them to bed early and went to bed myself.
Thanks.
And final door. Knock, knock, knock.
Hello?
LAPD, ma'am. Did you hear a disturbance last night?
Yes. Yes, I did. Mrs. Maldonado lit out of here, and her husband ran out after her.
You saw this, Miss?
Aranda. I had the door open a crack.
Did you see Mr. Maldonado come back inside after he ran out?
No. I didn't.
Thanks. We'll be in touch.
There we go.
I kept thinking you were going to call that one a nosy old hag too, Phelps. Well-executed restraint.
All right.
I'm executing restraint right now, Finbarr.
Gotta go back to the police station.
You're behind the wheel.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Car 11K, car
Hired help at the old Dorado might have seen the broad the night she died. Maybe the regulars, too. You should check it out.
Car 11K, Car 11 King, come in.
KGPL, 11 King, over.
11K, Captain Donnelly and Detective Sergeant Finnis Brown urgently request your presence at Central. A new letter has been found.
11K, en route.
You're gonna drive, Finbarr.
Can you drive to this one?
He's good looking.
And where exactly are we going?
To the police station.
That's disgusting. Didn't you ever hear of germs?
Could you move, please?
You can drive.
My God.
Think there's anything to the divorce angle?
I've been through 3. And no big deal. After a while, you just numb yourself to the experience.
But Angel, he's a young Latino man. It would hurt his sense of who he is. He'd see himself as a failure, a woman taking control over his life.
Then she fronts him and he snaps. Works for me. That makes Angel a killer as well as a piece of shit.
The captain is waiting for you downstairs with Pinker.
Okay, I will go downstairs.
Parker,
as long as I figure out where to go.
They're waiting down in tech service.
Shush. Shush. Okay.
They weren't even his prince and he still confessed.
What on earth is that man doing?
Are you talking about
Isn't it
me?
the cop who caught the guy who was pretending to be dead?
I don't need this.
Boys, come on in. Phelps, have you met Finnis Brown?
Pleased to meet you, sir.
This information is confidential and doesn't leave this room.
The new letter was left in the backseat of a cab. The driver thinks it was put through the window and not left by a customer.
We're checking all this fares back 24 hours regardless.
Good.
Like the previous letters, it's been assembled from headlines and typed from the Times and Examiner, then glued to an envelope.
What is the other note?
This one? That's also new. A poem, hand-typed.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Go ahead. We've been over both documents pretty carefully. They've been wiped with gasoline, so there's no chance of prints.
I wonder if that's legit. Wiping with gasoline. I'll look into that.
That's the message from the Celine Henry case.
Have changed my mind. You would not give a square deal. Fuck you, BD. Text.
Heap upon thy soul by virtue of this curse.
That's why we called you in.
Do you think it's original?
Not unless he's a genius.
You like this nutjob's poem?
No, I like Shelley. It was written at least 100 years ago.
Shelley? Sure, I knew that.
He didn't.
You see, Finnis? I told you this lad was a bright boy.
Sure, but what has it got to do with the case?
Prometheus Unbound. Prometheus was a titan, a superhuman character who defied the gods to bring fire to humanity.
The Dahlia guy believes he's Superman.
Your guess is as good as mine. One thing for sure is that he's educated. What about the link to the Henry case?
He could have got the wording from the papers. As you said, he is fiendishly clever and takes pleasure in taunting us. What's happening with the Maldonado case?
We have the husband in custody. We haven't interviewed him yet.
Well, upstairs then, lads, and see if we can break him.
Well...
What a skunk. Walking out on his wife like that.
Huh? Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? Who's a skunk?
Well, you can only dream.
There we go.
Coroner says it's going to take at least a week to get an idea.
Improved your attitude, Angel?
What do you want me to say? I was with Antonia the night she died, but she left the apartment, and that was the last time I saw her.
Last concert.
So your wife paid you a visit last night. What time was that?
Late, around midnight, maybe? She didn't stay long.
That's a lie?
You're lying, Angel. You went after her. I think you killed her.
You're out of your mind. My brother will tell you I was at home.
Alibi all the way at the bottom. There we go.
We have a witness who confirms that you were arguing, that your wife ran out, that you followed her and didn't come back.
I know this looks bad, but it's not true. We argued, all right, but she went out and I went out after her and she jumped in a car on the corner.
There was a car waiting for her? Can you describe the driver?
Not the driver. It was too dark. But the car, it was a brown Ford Coupe.
You and your wife weren't getting along. She was divorcing you. Is that why you killed her?
We fought, yeah, but we weren't getting a divorce.
Why would you lie about this?
I don't believe you, Angel. She'd been granted a decree nisi. She pushed you too far and you lashed out.
I told you, I wouldn't accept a divorce.
Attorney's letter.
The judge had set a date. You were going to be paraded in front of the whole city for your cruelty to her, Angel.
Antonia. Oh, Jesus. She came in drunk, out of her mind. She doesn't normally drink. She was looking around in her bag. Said she wanted to serve me papers. Me, her own husband. So I slapped her down. She ran out. That's the truth.
What size shoe do you wear, Angel?
Size 8. What difference does that make?
When we found your wife, her jewelry had been removed. Was she wearing her religious medallion last night?
Sure. She always wore that.
That's the truth.
What about the charm bracelet? Was she wearing that?
You know about that? She never wore it. She didn't like the message. She kept it locked up in that box of hers.
Your wife has been brutally murdered. So how do you explain your shirt being covered in blood?
You found that? I cut myself shaving.
Way too much blood for simple cut.
Angel, I'm not going to waste any more time on this. Give me something or I'm going to have you charged.
My brother, Ippolito, he said some bad things about Antonia last night. So I had to sock him one. We got into it.
Keep talking.
She said she came from the El Dorado bar.
And?
It's not one of my places. We used to buy fruit at the market down the street. But the creep there was always running his eyes all over my wife.
What's the name of this fruit market?
Just picked fruit. Ord Street downtown.
One last question, Angel. Do the words kiss the blood mean anything to you?
No. Sounds sick to me.
You're not in the clear by any means, Angel. You're going back into a cell. You should think about whether you have anything else you need to share with us.
Now I gotta go to the bar. Last time I didn't have a chance to go to the bar. I thought that going to the bar would wrap up the case, so I went to the market first, and then actually,
you know the
that
way.
was the
You
end.
can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
El Dorado Bar.
You don't think it's strange that all these murders are happening to girls who've been out drinking?
No. A broad drinks, she gets a bit tight, she starts mouthing off. This leads to that, and she ends up in an alleyway. It's a sad story, but this town's seen it play out 1,000 times.
Why don't you want to see a connection here?
Because there are perfectly good real-life suspects for every one of these murders. We don't need to go looking for the monster under the bed.
Useless. That comment that he just made. What a useless piece of shit.
What can I get you?
LAPD. Detectives Phelps and Galloway.
Diego Aguilar. How can I help?
You worked the bar last night?
Yeah. Me and a temp guy from the agency.
Did you have a woman in here last night?
Temp
21
guy.
Years old, Hispanic, drinking
temp
heavily?
guy.
We have a lot of ladies like that in here. But yeah, I know who you mean. Antonia Maldonado. So what did she do?
She was murdered last night.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit,
Do you know her well? Was she a regular?
Hell no. She was good and tight last night, complaining about her old man. It's a story you get used to working in a bar. She was so hammered last night, She left a letter on the bar. I'll show you.
Where's that goddamn waitress?
I didn't see this.
Hey, honey, what time do you get off waiting table?
What does it say?
You want a tip? Refill my coffee next time, honey.
Divorce papers?
How's your tuna
Did
fish
you open them?
No need to. She was shouting about it and waving the letter around. Said she was gonna show him.
Whereas Antonia Maldonado did on the 8th day of August 1947 prefer her petition to the Superior Court of the State of California, praying for the cases therein set forth that she might be divorced from the bonds of matrimony entered into with you, Angel Maldonado. We do therefore command that Angel Maldonado, the said defendant, that setting aside all other business and excuses whatsoever, you be and appear in your proper person at the Central District Court of the Superior Court of the State of California on Wednesday the 17th day of September 1947, next to answer the petition of divorce from the bonds of matrimony on the grounds of cruelty brought by said Antonia Maldonado, and to show cause, if you have any, why the said plaintiff, Antonia Maldonado, your wife, should not be divorced from the bonds of matrimony. Witness, Hon Earl Brantham, judge of our said court of California, the 11th day of August in the year of our Lord 1947. Cool.
Can you remember what jewelry she was wearing?
She had a necklace. Some kind of religious thing, I think. You know, the temp guy would have more of an idea. She took the beer he served her and cried into it all night.
What time did she leave?
Can't say for sure.
If I came to El Dorado Bar, I think I may have figured it out. I may have figured it out based on what he said, the temp guy, because from the first case, the first bartender was also the temp guy. I might have made a connection there, but unfortunately, I didn't come to the bar, so it completely flew over my head. That sucks.
Where did she go? Give me something or the LAPD will start getting interested in this place.
Take it easy. She wanted a cab, okay? And my phone was out of order. The closest one I knew was at the fruit market across the street, so I suggested she try there. She seemed reluctant.
Did Antonia say where she was going when she left?
She said she was gonna serve the papers on the husband. Said that would take the smile off his face. If you ask me, she was scared. And the drink was for Dutch courage.
Huh.
She attract any interest?
An extremely drunk young woman? What do you think? She managed to scare them off, though.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
No problem. Hey, get the guy, will you?
We'll do our best. One last question. What size shoe do you take, Mr. Aguilar?
A broad 9. I have wide feet.
Say, honey, what time do you get off waiting table?
Okay, so apparently I need to go through the back door.
How's your tuna fish salad?
Out of order. Not sure. Back up.
Sir, do you work here?
Sorry, pal, just making deliveries.
From where?
Just Pig Fruit Market across the street.
A fruit market delivers here?
Yeah, sure does. The Mexes love a little slice with their tequila.
We found a crate a lot like the ones you're wheeling there, except it was filled with booze. You know anything about that?
What? No, we deliver all over the place, officer. No telling where the boxes end up. Excuse me, I have to get on with this.
Fine, thanks.
Yep, inspect, please.
just picked Fruit Market. That's where Antonia went to call for a cab last night.
There's no other way to like inspect? Can't open it? Well. Well. Alright, let's go to the fruit market.
Where's that goddamn waitress?
Where's the fruit market? Right there. Right over there. Stop honking.
Grown men playing at being boys.
The handbag was left just up there, overlooking the market.
Could have come here from the start and saved ourselves a day's legwork.
Yeah, but what the hell was that? My God.
Sir, Wait, you look familiar.
Hey, from the bar, right? What brings you here?
LAPD, Detective Phelps and Galloway.
Clem Feeney. What can I do for you?
Did you happen to see a young woman last night? 21 years old, Hispanic?
Sure, she came by last night. Why do you ask?
She was wearing a necklace?
I didn't notice.
You weren't paying attention, Feeney?
Hey, you're getting the wrong idea.
Exactly how much fruit do you sell here after midnight, Clem?
Look, not much. I sell the odd bottle on the side to the after-hours crowd. Look, I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to make a buck.
The young lady arrived around midnight?
Yeah, something like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
You already knew Mrs. Maldonado, didn't you, Clem?
Sure, I met her before. She seemed like a nice lady. Her husband went apeshit one day when he caught me talking to her. She hadn't been back until last night.
Where did she go from here?
She wanted a cab, but I couldn't get her one. I was about to offer to drive her, but a car pulled up and she got into that.
Can you describe the car?
Brown Ford Coupe, I think. She seemed to know the guy.
Do you mind if we look around?
Why would you want to do that?
Because we say so.
I guess you can. Don't you have to get a court order or something? I have rights.
Clem?
Yep.
Shh.
Yep. Kick the door down.
No wonder he stays open late at night. People have to get their vitamins. Check through this stuff before we get back out there.
Why cut someone who was already dead?
It's a typical power thing. Once the stiff is dead, the creep usually feels they can do whatever they like. They must have seen it during the war.
Are you working Friday night? We could go out afterwards.
No blood on this one. Okay, and then...
This fruit stall punk gets about 10 seconds to explain before I pull his fucking arms off.
What is this? No, this is not supposed to happen. I didn't go through the whole thing. Oh, no. Not that.
I grab one with a lock?
But... I have to do that whole thing again. Damn it. Damn it. talk to this guy again. Hello.
Sir,
Yeah,
Wait,
you look familiar.
you look familiar.
Hey, from the bar, right? What brings you here?
LAPD, Detective Phelps and Galloway.
Clem Feeney. What can I do for you?
Did you happen to see a young woman last night? 21 years old, Hispanic?
Sure, she came by last night. Why do you ask?
She was wearing a necklace?
I didn't notice.
You weren't paying attention, Feeney?
Hey, you're getting the wrong idea.
This is... Oh.
Exactly how much fruit do you sell here after midnight, Clem?
Look, not much. I sell the odd bottle on the side to the after-hours crowd. Look, I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to make a buck.
The young lady arrived around midnight?
Yeah, something like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
You already knew Mrs. Maldonado, didn't you, Clem?
Sure, I met her before. She seemed like a nice lady. Her husband went apeshit one day when he caught me talking to her. She hadn't been back until last night.
Where did she go from here?
She wanted a cab, but I couldn't get her one. I was about to offer to drive her, but a car pulled up and she got into that.
Can you describe the car?
Brown Ford Coupe, I think. She seemed to know the guy.
Do you mind if we look around?
Why would you want to do that?
Because we say so.
I guess you can. Don't you have to get a court order or something? I have rights.
Clem? Shh.
I got a call back for that Universal Chorus line.
No wonder he stays open late at night. People have to get their vitamins. Check.
Yep. Uh-huh. Anything else here? Yeah, the last one that I did just before, it skipped the cutscene.
Why cut someone who was already dead?
It's a typical power thing. Once the stiff is dead, the creep usually feels they can do whatever they like. You must have seen it during the war.
Are you working Friday night? We should go out afterwards.
So what are we hiding in here? This thing needs a combination.
What?
I just don't know how to dance to bebop.
2, 5, 3. There we go. All right, wives, submit to your husbands as to the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, as Christ is the head of the church, his body of which he is the Savior. Oh my God, that is a disgusting. It's a disgusting phrase.
This fruit stall punk gets about 10 seconds to explain before I pull his fucking arms off.
Clem!
Oh no, chasing. I will do my best to minimize the vehicle damage, also city damage.
God damn it, get after him, Cole!
I'm doing my best, okay?
I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck. You should have grabbed him when we had the chance, Phelps.
When we had the chance, we didn't know he was our guy.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
Doing my best, okay?
Strange that he'd leave a trail of blood right back to his own market.
Maybe he wanted to be caught. A lot of them do.
Finbarr is still trying very hard to prove that
Hit him! Clean this asshole off the road!
It's almost too perfect, isn't it?
There's no such thing as too perfect. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires!
There we go. John. Nice job. Nice job.
You're a sick man, Clem. You need help.
Outstanding
God,
job on this
Finbarr.
case, gentlemen. The poor woman can now rest in peace. I'll pay the fiend a personal visit myself and remind him that crime in this city does not go unpunished. When they finish with him at the receiving hospital, we'll have him up before the grand jury. I have a meeting this afternoon with the mayor lads. I'll be sure to mention your names. Now, on your way.
I just realized the hypocrisy of this man, James Donnelly. Didn't occur to me until just now. But like minor damage, nothing serious. With the body on his doorstep, the DA may look to send Clem Finney to the gas chamber. Wow, yeah, the hypocrisy of James Donnelly. Like he always like uses like scripture. Bible and like all these like fancy words that he's going to enact like justice, and it mentions like God, the wrath. The way the detective side of the story and like the hypocrisy of this man like trying to let everything go because the real suspect is related to a very powerful man. Like, what? So no longer justice matters if this person is an important figure? Like, so the next one is white shoe slang. I will take a short break. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I got some stretch, got new cup of water, and I'm ready to dive in. White shoe slang. What was this one? I don't remember. Oh, this is the one with the hobo, I think.
Good morning, gentlemen, and what a grand morning it is, too. We have just cause for celebration. Galloway and Phelps are sending another fiend to San Quentin. A nice showy trial, and he'll be strapped down with gas seeping into his tiny reptile brain. Now, to fresh business. Galloway and Phelps, the task is at hand. The address is on the hill, north downtown off Fremont Avenue.
Skipper, is the new letter genuine?
Now, boys, we all know how many imbeciles have confessed in the
I
short
say we
case.
bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
He's good looking for a policeman.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45.
You ought to meet Joe's
I want
buddy.
to stop him with
Greetings
one
from
round.
sunny California. How's it going to stop?
Hey, Rusty, come here. Oh my god. Oh, I thought that car was floating in the air for some reason.
A fine morning indeed. We
I
keep
was
locking
wrong.
them up, but the bodies keep piling up.
Californians love a fad, Phelps. As long as the bricks hold up at San Quentin, there'll always be killers in this town to send.
First the letter, and now another body. Come on, you can't keep on telling me there's not a killer still out there.
You know, Phelps, all these arrests on your record are giving you a reputation. You don't want them turning into unsolved.
Getting a vicious killer off the streets is more important than my reputation.
Really?
And besides, landing a big fat marlin is more impressive than an ocean full of minnows.
The minnows make it the man, Phelps. You can't always hit home runs. Sometimes you just gotta make first base.
Detectives?
Phelps and Galloway, homicide.
Scene secure. The rest of the patrolmen are going door to door, canvassing for witnesses.
Thanks. Keep me informed.
Will do, Detective.
This looks awfully familiar.
I think that's the impression the boys from the Examiner took with them as well.
There's nothing original under the sun. Why should murder be any different?
What do we have so far?
Not much trace evidence to speak of. Storm blew in around 10 last night, and the rain washed most of it away.
And the body?
Looks like she was tipped out of an automobile from the tire tracks and superficial injuries. Strangled with a length of rope. And for my money, it's triple braid again.
Time of death?
From her temperature, maybe 2 a.m., but it was cold last night.
Usual head injuries.
Blunt force trauma. Knock him over the head, then strangle and mutilate. No message with this one.
At least she was left clothed.
I doubt very much he was concerned with her dignity.
The green silk dress is very distinctive. Any sign of her other shoe?
No. And no handbag or other personal effects.
Okay, so, three things. The laundry tag. No, laundry tag. Laundry tag, laundry tag.
There appears to be a dry cleaning label. Superior Laundry Services, F1363.
Go. No ring. I think it's a good idea to check the body still. Okay. Why is my... Sorry, my camera is wasn't white balancing correctly. Okay, so that's all. Boots. There we go. Is it still size 8?
No drag marks. The killer was moving around, surveying the scene.
And then tire track.
Our driver and our killer are most likely one and the same.
Okay, and after that... I need to call and get the address.
Detectives, I've been working the houses across the street and up the block. This lady thinks she has something for us.
Detective Phelps, LAPD.
I'm Mrs. Barton, Catherine Barton. I live just across the way.
Did you see anyone around here last night?
Not last night, but yesterday, early evening, I saw that awful hobo.
Strictly speaking, they're using the term hobo wrong.
Do you have a description?
Tall, gaunt, horribly disfigured. I think he may have had an accident in the war. He's a very scary, angry man.
Any idea where we might find him?
One of the hobo camps around here. He's some kind of hobo leader. They all follow him around.
Thank you, ma'am. You've been a big help.
Of course. Anything I can do to help. I'd hate to think that something so ghastly could happen right here and nothing be done about it.
Yeah, hobo refers to transient people who use railway to travel in between. If they're just settling in one place, they're just homeless. That is my understanding of it. I could be wrong, I guess, but...
Phelps, badge 1247.
Let's actually look it up.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on Superior Laundry Services.
Just a moment. Superior Laundry Services, 1260 West 1st Street.
Can you track down reports of hobo camps in the vicinity of Signal Hill?
Just a moment, Detective. There's a large camp under the bridge on Grand between Temple and Sunset.
Thanks, ma'am.
There we go. Here's the definition. A hobo is a migrant worker who travels and is willing to work. Whether if they use train, I don't think that's specific, but the point is that they travel. They're not like they're stuck in one place. Yeah, it was after around the World War II, railroads began to move from steam to diesel locomotives, making jumping freight trains more difficult. This, along with post-war prosperity, led to a decline in the number of hobos. In the 1970s and 80s, hobo numbers were augmented by returning Vietnam War veterans, many of whom were disillusioned with settled society overall. The national economic demand for a mobile surplus labor force has declined over time, leading to fewer hobos. Yeah, if they're just sticking one place, they're just homeless or just a bum. So that is my understanding. At this point, it's just being finicky with the term. I need to go to the.
Can you keep things under control until Pinker and Carruthers finish up?
Sure, Detective. We'll stay out of their way.
Finbarr, you're going to drive.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Yep.
And where exactly are we going?
Laundromat. We're going to the laundromat.
No message.
Excuse me?
There was no message.
Where?
On the Vic. The last bodies had something written onto them. This one didn't.
I'm failing to follow you.
Can't be the same guy is what I'm saying, right?
Such a simple
Before
brain.
you start trying to link this to Maldonado
Such a
and
simple
all
brain,
the others.
this guy.
There are more factors to consider than the messages, Rusty.
This doesn't fit your pattern, Cole. End of conversation. Understand?
Oh, this is the one where I need to chase the cab. I will do this time. I have to drive then. Excuse me.
At least the rain stopped. We can change back into those white bucks now.
Excuse me.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. We're investigating a case, and one of your laundry labels came up. F1363.
If you give me a minute, I'll go find a register and you can take a look. You take a look for yourself. I've got clothes that need pressing.
You wrote the number down on that dress. Is it there?
Harrelson, right there.
Mrs. T. Terrellson, 43 Emerald Street, Westlake.
Okay. Finbarr, you're going to drive again.
You're behind the wheel.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Terrelson Street, Terrelson residence.
I've got a feeling we're about to meet another wife killer.
You've always got that feeling, Rusty.
Yeah, and
Oh
it's
my
usually
God.
correct.
This guy.
Please, for once,
Oh,
can you
hi,
not let your
Red.
assumptions
How
color
are
your
you?
detective work?
Just you
How's
wait.
your Sunday going
Nordic
so far?
types show a particular disposition.
Did you have a good time? How was Pride event? Okay, so the event that I went to yesterday, it was unfortunately I could only see the last 2 hours of the event because I was busy in the afternoon, and then the schedule didn't quite line up. So the event started from, I think it was like 10 in the morning. I'm glad everything is fine. I'm really glad. It was from 12, right? It was from 12. Again, I was there at 5 until 7. So didn't really see a whole lot of like performances or something. The only thing me and my girlfriend did is just looking around all the shops, and then had some food, and then we just put a blanket on the grass and just sat there and just relaxed. That was my first Pride event. It was interesting. Interesting in the sense that I was able to see a lot of like different types of people. Very interesting representation of all facets of queer community, you know. I'm okay. I'm okay. Don't worry. I'm doing okay. There were lots of a surprising number of I've noticed surprising number of trans people. Obviously, there were men and women and other non-binary folks. Obviously, lots of butch women, though. Surprisingly, there were lots and lots of butch women. There were some femmes, but compared to compared to butch, the number was smaller. Men, obviously. And also a surprising number of furries. Yeah, they were like full on wearing like furry costumes, which, again, I have nothing against them. The point is that it was kind of hot, so I'm just curious as to how they were okay with the weather and everything, and most of them actually didn't wear like full fursuit, but I did notice like some of them were wearing like tails, like fluffy tails, which was very interesting. I think that's about it. Although I did had a very interesting conversation with someone. Someone who was a part of. This person was a part of. It was part of some sort of like an organization, some sort of like a community called something perpetual indulgence, something. I don't exactly remember. Interesting conversation with that person. Yeah, there wasn't anything like significantly like different or spectacular about the event. I felt like I was able to relax for once. Would I go again? We'll see, depending on the event. I felt like there were people. There were a lot of people, but it wasn't like too much. I felt like it was just the right amount of people. So it wasn't too disorienting. So I'll think about it, depending on the types of event. I'm still debating whether I would go to the parade, because there's going to be a lot of people, more than what I saw yesterday. But we'll see. It was good to go and check it out. Yeah. I would, something similar. I would probably consider going again. We'll see. But yeah, that was good. And then we went to the drum show, and that was just underwhelming. It was disappointing. I wouldn't go again. How about you? Did you do anything interesting? I had to. Oh, I just forgot. Oh my god! I just realized. Oh my god! Did I actually change the name of this stream? Does it still say no stream today? Oh my god! Give me a second. I think it might be. Oh no, I totally forgot to update the name. Oh my god. Whoops. No, I wasn't trolling. No. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. I completely forgot. Give me a second. Oh no. Oh no. Oh shit. Yeah, give me a second. Oh no. There we go. Hopefully that's changed. Hopefully. I wasn't trying to troll or anything like that. No, I just completely forgot about the fact that I actually changed the name of the stream because yeah, yesterday I couldn't stream. I was a little too busy with I had to take care of a few things before I went to the Pride. So silly me.
Hello? Yes?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. Is your wife home, sir?
My wife went out last night and she
I
hasn't
got-
come home.
I got a lot of merch.
Can you
though,
describe your wife and what she was wearing?
We were out at a friend's place, Bobby Ross's, for a party.
This,
she was
fancy
kind of dolled
collar
up.
bracelet.
She had her green silk
had a
dress,
lot of,
open-toed white
pins
shoes.
that I
Those are her
got.
favorite shoes.
They're good.
Can we come in, Mr. Tarleton? I'm afraid we have some rather bad
Yeah.
news.
I'll take some photos later. And a drone show? Oh yeah,
you have
drone
someone who
show.
can look after your children, Mr. Tarleton?
I've been trying to arrange a sitter. Look, tell me what's happened.
Drone show. It was just like drones with the lights. At night times, and it was just like it was doing like a light show. Like it was doing like a bunch of shapes, and they tried to make it fancy and everything. But again, it was very underwhelming. Like I don't actually have any. I really have anything other to explain to describe the event. It was just, yeah, drones were flying around with lights, so it was flying in a certain like patterns, and they were doing some sort of like emotions and tried to look fancy, but it was, for me, like it was just very underwhelming. I would much prefer fireworks. So I'm sure some people enjoyed it, but I didn't.
I'm afraid your wife was murdered last night. Her body was found this morning. We're very sorry for your loss. I know this is a difficult time, Mr. Tarleton, but we are going to need you to answer some questions. First, we're going to take a look around.
What for? You don't think
It's procedure. You see to your girls.
Stay here till Daddy's finished talking to these men.
Where's Mommy?
Everything's gonna be all right, sweetheart.
We would like Mommy to come home now, Daddy.
What's the problem, Tarleton? Let him search. You got nothing to hide.
Baron Bar.
You want to hear something funny, Tarleton? Some bums think filling out a missing persons report actually rules them out.
We need to check if she was a regular.
Baron's Bar, and then does the does this?
I wonder why the picture was turned down.
I wonder why. Okay, okay, and then. Oh yeah, I was going to ask. Did you do anything exciting over the weekend?
This isn't what we're looking for.
No, it's not. Next to laundry. I need to find the laundry. No. I mean, it's totally fine.
If you'd excuse me, ladies.
Are you going to any like queer events or pride events? Is that even happening in UK right now?
We can see if Pinker can match the impression to the crime scene.
Like, I understand the current discourse with trans issue in UK right now is very alarming. So yeah, my question was more about like whether
So she went out without her handbag?
it's still happening with everything that has been going on.
At least she was
in the
spared
UK.
that particular indignity.
London is popular, and Manchester. We have one locally, but personally stay away from anything pride related. Very understandable. Very understandable. Not trying to like force anything that you're not comfortable doing.
She'd have to be in quite a state to leave this behind.
Yeah, like I said before, the Pride event that I went to yesterday, that was my very first Pride related things that I've done. So it was a good experience.
Lars was out in the rain last night.
Okay, muddy boots, jacket, handbag, Baron's bar, and then full robe. I do. I think it helped because I went with someone. I will add to that. I felt like I was more comfortable because I had someone to go with, and that person was my girlfriend. So, which made it which made things easier. Because I generally don't like doing these kind of things alone, especially alone. I'm already uncomfortable enough, but I can't really imagine doing this by myself and enjoy it. Outside the boat. Where's the boat?
Looks like a match with the ligature marks.
I need to use the phone first. Yeah. I don't know if there's anything else I should add.
Cole
to
Phelps,
that.
badge 1247.
Again, that conversation with this person was very interesting.
Can you run an
but
address
other than
for a
that-
Bobby Ross? Then send some uniforms over.
Would you like him picked up?
No.
I would have felt.
Suspect
very
says he
out
was
of
with
place
Ross
if I
last
went there
night.
alone,
We need to
honestly.
confirm the alibi.
I'll get a
That's how
prowl
I
car
would see it.
dispatched.
Thank you.
I don't know why. That's generally how I feel when I go to these kind of events. So we'll see.
I think his name is Phelps. I
Okay.
read about him in the paper.
There's a phone here. A phone. Yeah. So if you're not feeling like you want to go to these type of events because you're not comfortable, it's not your thing, totally fine. Like just because you're a queer person doesn't mean that you need to go to these things. So like it's fine.
Baron's bar again. Someone must be real sweet on this dive.
I'll be out of your way momentarily, ladies.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
For the record, Mr. Terrelson, what is your wife's name?
Teresa.
Do you have any idea why anyone would want to hurt your wife?
No. Everyone loved Teresa. She was so full of life. It can't be anyone who knew her.
I think you're lying, Lars. I think you were mad at your wife for embarrassing you in front of
You're
your
very
friends.
big on peace
I
and
think you
quiet
came
and
back here
relaxing.
and strangled her and then dumped her body on the hill.
I agree with that.
You think I strangled my wife?
I
How
also
do you expect to prove
value
that?
my peace and quiet and just relaxing overall. So I fully get it. Going through something like that is the total opposite. I fully agree. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I avoid events like that too. So I fully get it. No, I fully get it. Don't worry. It makes perfect sense. I fully understand.
Your wife was strangled with triple braid rope. The bow line from your boat is a perfect match.
Look, I know this looks bad. I'm gonna have to come to terms with the fact that I let her go.
You said you went to a party at Bobby Ross's place?
That's right, Bobby had a bunch of people over. We were having a good time. She said she was bored and decided to leave.
You let your drunk wife leave the party and go off on her own?
Look, I was angry. I was having a good time. She has to go and ruin it. We always have to do what she wants to do. Last night she wanted to go dancing.
Any idea where?
Where she always goes. A bar down on North Beaudry Avenue. Barron's Bar. She goes there, drinks too much, gets maudlin, and calls me. I go and bring her home.
Mr. Terrellson, was Teresa happy at home?
Yeah, I think she was.
No.
Spill it, Terrellson. We like the look of you for this, so you better give us something.
We're at the party. She has a few and says she wants to go out dancing. We only have the sitter until 9. I get mad. I tell her to go ahead, but I'm staying. She storms out. Look, I'm doing well at cards. I hardly ever do well. I married her because she was so much fun, but now she drives me fucking crazy.
Oof.
What time did she leave the party?
About 8:30, maybe a little earlier.
When was the last time you saw your wife?
Around 8:30. The card game at Bobby's was wrapping up. I played out my hand and drove home here. I paid the sitter and went to bed.
Lies.
You're lying, Lars. You didn't come straight home, did you?
And how do you figure that?
Wet jacket, muddy boots.
You were out in the rain. You got soaked, Lars. We found your wet weather gear.
Okay, I stayed a little later than I said. This cute little brunette was hitting on me.
Oh my
Teresa
God.
noticed. I was half cut.
This guy.
I walked her home from Bobby's, but nothing happened. I walked back and got the car this morning.
Thanks for answering our questions, Mr. Terrellson. You'll need to go downtown to identify your wife's body.
I should have taken her dancing.
In my experience, Mac,
yeah, probably.
if you give in to broads, you'll be giving in to them your entire life.
I didn't
Sounds
ask
like
for
the
your
Terrellson broad had her
opinion,
last drink
Finbarr,
at Barron's
so
bar.
you should shut it.
Check the place out.
Replaying is very
Appreciate your
interesting.
time, sir.
You believe this guy's story?
Kind of rings true.
Because I missed a lot of I missed few evidence, and got a lot of questions wrong. I didn't get the full picture before, but now that I do, I'm making sense of things, and especially with the last case, not this one previous. If I played that one correctly, I probably would have been able to guess who the real suspect was, but I missed that one particular thing, and then I was completely off about a lot of things. But so
can you drive to this one?
So going through all
Where
this,
exactly are we going?
It's giving me some new perspective on some of the cases.
Gents, drink?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD.
I'm Benny Clough. This about Teresa Terrellson?
Yes, it is.
I heard about it on the radio. They're saying it was that Black Dahlia freak again? God damn it. Yeah, I rang that husband of hers. The babysitter said he was out.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions.
Okay, lost contact with victim.
What time did Teresa leave?
Around 10:30, I think.
On foot? In a car? By bus? How was it?
She called for a cab.
Did you get the number?
Sure I did. I like Teresa. The only time she has a drink is when things aren't going so good at home. I was worried about her.
Where's that goddamn waitress?
Put out an APB on the cab. 3591. Should be traceable.
This is the case where I had to search that cab. I will make sure to do that this time. Not, missing the cab.
Who was she with? We've had reports about a tall, gaunt-looking hobo. He wasn't here last night?
I get plenty of bums in here, but nothing to fit that description.
The likelihood is that whoever she left here with killed her. Give it up, Benny.
All right, 2 creeps were all over her, promising to take her dancing.
You get a good look at these guys?
Sure. I got a good look. One of them was a sailor in uniform. His cap said, USS Indiana.
And the other man?
The other guy is Richard Bates. He's sitting in the back right now. Red polo shirt.
Any idea where she was headed?
Nope. I didn't get that.
The husband said she wanted to go dancing.
And she always wants to dance when she's been drinking. She was trying to talk some guys into taking her to one of the dance halls.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Clough. We'll take it from here.
Hey, no problem.
This is Bates?
That's him.
LAPD, don't make me chase you, shitbird. You can't let the son of a bitch get away.
Why do they always
Root beers all around, doll.
Go, Phelps, get after it.
Run.
Come on, got a ride. Get in and drive.
All right, let's go.
I thought you were gonna leave me there.
Who knows what this guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands.
Every man for himself.
You know how dangerous that is?
I don't think the killer would be kicking back in the bar where he met the Vic in.
Listen, a creature of habit is your killer. For some reason, they're sticklers for routine. Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
I get it, Finbarr. Shut up. I'm doing my best.
Hit him, Cole. Spin him out. I'll try to shoot out his tire.
Really?
Wish me luck.
Really? I popped this tire and still driving. Oh my god. Let's try this again.
Let's end this farce.
There we go.
Mercy.
Got him. Get out.
All right, you got
Put your hands in the air.
I've had enough.
Okay, Bates. You're gonna answer some questions.
I have a choice in this.
That's why you don't run.
Last night, you went drinking with a lady in the bar. Now she's dead. And your face is all messed up.
I'm in the clear on that. She preferred a sailor. You could lay it off on him. Are we finished?
Do you want my partner to sap you?
Ooh.
Tell us what we want to know.
She was okay. Drunk. Pissed off at her old man,
Relax.
wanting to go dancing. I thought I'd ply her with a few drinks and get my end away. Looks like your salty had the same idea.
So what happened when you left the bar?
Sailor boy laid one on me. A cheap shot. After that, I don't know.
You've done time, haven't you, Richard? Is that why you ran?
I'm on parole.
On what offense?
Sexual assault. Look, I was lying there on the sidewalk. He flags a cab and jumps in with the broad.
We're taking you in, Bates.
How come?
Just for a chat. Nice private chat. I'll explain my theory of once a degenerate, always a degenerate.
Take him to Central.
Once a bad
He's a
cop,
material
always
witness
a
in a
bad
murder
cop.
case.
Find him a cozy
looking at
cell.
I'm looking at
Richard here
Finbarr
knows
right
the
now.
drill.
Okay. Unfortunately, I will have to end the stream here, which is my normal time when I should wrap up the stream. But I was starting a little late. I was thinking of streaming a little more, but actually I have to finish right now. So, I believe the game just saved. So. Okay. Alright. Just want to make sure that everything is done properly. There we go. Okay, it's saved. Yeah. So, I will end the stream here. Okay. So, thank you so much for being here, everyone. Really appreciate it. Hope you had a relaxing Sunday. I'm gonna get some rest as well, and tomorrow, since it's Monday, I'm going back to coding and watching more courses. So yeah, that's about it for today. Again, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Hope you have a good night. Hope you get some good night's sleep. Enjoy the rest of Sunday, and I'll see everyone on Monday. Take care. Good night, and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.